everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new Netflix original movie dropped on Netflix called Pain Hustler, and this movie is starring Emily Blunt, Chris Evans, and this movie is directed by David Yates. And when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, whoa, this movie looks oddly familiar, like other recently there was another show on Netflix like Painkiller, Dopesick. There's so many stuff on this kind of painkiller addiction and how it's like all these salespeople, how they push it to sell it to people. So many stuff is out there on this topic, and Netflix decided to make one more stuff, and I was here thinking, whoa, because it's starring Chris Evans and Emily Blunt. I was still a little bit excited to see. Unfortunately, this movie brings nothing new here. Although the idea about this painkiller addiction and how this pharmaceutical company, they're so greedy and how they try to push their painkiller to people, these ideas are very interesting. Same time, there is even recently another show came out on Netflix, The Fall of the Usher House or something. That show is also about this greedy pharmaceutical company. But however, this movie tried to take a different approach here. This movie tried to bring you from this salesperson who is in this movie, Liza Drake, played by Emily Blunt, from her perspective. So at the beginning of this movie, I was like, oh, this is interesting. They're bringing from the salesperson their perspective here. Although this movie, unfortunately, it brings the idea, but it doesn't always fall through the idea. That was really disappointing overall about this movie. But I thought this movie, I personally didn't like it that much. Even Emily Blunt in this movie, so many times I had hard time believing she is single mom struggling, especially the way her character was acting. I was like, I don't buy this, like she lives in this motel or she's broke. This movie is like the production design or anything, it's not that much believable. It's like, oh, whatever, we are salespeople, we are selling painkiller and we are going to be successful. This movie comes with this attitude. However, it does take a lot of time to set up Emily Blunt, her character. She's single mom and struggling, and she has this daughter. By the way, I don't know why she's so liberal with her daughter, like she's doing whatever she feels like. It looked like she was putting something on fire and she was okay with it, and I was like, that doesn't look good. However, Chris Evans looks like in this movie, he really tried to play this greedy pharmaceutical salesperson. Unfortunately, this movie itself, David Yates, obviously he saw Martin Scorsese's movie, the Wolf of Wall Street. The movie took a lot of inspiration from that. But also it took a lot of other information, inspiration from other stuffs on Netflix. I don't know what was David Yates thinking. Although he brings all this idea, he never fully commit. It was quite frustrating for me personally. I didn't actually enjoy that movie that much. Emily Blunt, she really tried her best to do great here. Unfortunately, her character, and it wasn't that believable because she's Emily Blunt. I don't know if I buyed her, although she tried her best. I didn't like her that much in this movie. Chris Evans was okay. I think he trying too hard to be a bad guy. I thought he was also okay. Overall, I thought this movie was okay. If you have nothing to see, I think you can see this Painkiller movie. So many addiction movie out there. Although this isn't Oscar worthy or anything, I thought it was okay. You have nothing to see, you can check this out. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed about this review, don't forget my other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take